I never really thought of becoming ahead of other people, but I was always thinking about getting ahead of myself, meaning that I always compete with myself because I want to improve, I want to get better, I want to live my life to my full potential, I want to make a great impact. As long as you're staying active, then everything is fine, because I'm quite sure that there is no limit to how much we can enjoy life, to how much we can develop, to how many possibilities there are out there. It's limitless, so there is no way to stop your development, to go on a pension, so to say, even if you're financially independent and you can afford it. And the first thing when it comes to getting ahead of other people or getting ahead of yourself, or basically winning in life, but winning in the way, again, it should be a win-win situation, You win, others win, then it's a good game. And the first thing here is actually to become a producer instead of a consumer. Because the majority of people out there are consumers. People have consumer mentality. They are not into doing something. They are not into creativity. They are not into creating something new, producing something that can be good for others, good for yourself, and so on. And this kind of mentality makes people, live their boring life. This is not the way to have an exciting life, but some people choose this path. In most cases, they don't consciously choose, but it just happens, And sometimes it's good to watch the videos like this, to get a little bit of awareness. And I really love watching these kind of videos, that can inspire, that can educate. So if you consume at all, then make sure that most of the things you consume is something that is beneficial for you, something that opens up your horizons, when you learn something new, when you, maybe new skills, or just get, when you improve your awareness. This is also a great thing. Instead of just watching something for entertainment, because again, this is what the majority of people are doing. They're watching most of the content they are consuming, for example, if they watch something on social media, just like that, YouTube or Instagram. Mostly people watch things just to entertain themselves. And make sure that this ratio of how much entertainment content you consume and compare with how much educational content, personal development, things that can improve your life and things that can teach you to improve also other people's life, this kind of content. Make sure that this is the majority of content you consume, if you consume it at all. And I think consuming such content is a good thing. This is what I do. Because, this is a very educational, and modern education has to do with learning from people who, have knowledge. And the old system of educating, going to university, is now not so popular, even though I went twice to the university, but this was another time, and nowadays, I would think twice probably before doing it, even though, that's the problem, that people who work at the universities, they don't have real experience. They are more theoretical kind of people. And if you want to learn something more practical, then you go to somebody who has experience, Consuming this kind of educational content is a good thing, but the next step is becoming the producer, If you want to go ahead of many people so that you can improve yourself and also be able to impact the world for the better and improve other people's lives, then you become a producer. And when it comes to making content, I can tell you that I never had Instagram before I decided to build my business on it. This was the only reason that I went to Instagram at the first place, I wanted to share things. I wanted to make impact. I wanted to start a business. This was my motivation why I went to Instagram. I used YouTube before, but mostly for educational purposes. And my passion was actually to become a producer when it comes to content. And that's why I have my Instagram account, actually two. One is together with my mom on traveling, and one is on business for beginners who work to start their business on Instagram. You can check out my Instagram account and both of them actually in the description below this video. So go ahead and check all the useful links down there. after watching this video. If you want to get ahead, if you want to win in life and so on, then you need, instead of spending everything you have to invest into something that is going to give you something back in return, And most of people are in consumer mode also when it comes to money, and people just spend. When they get the money, they immediately think how to spend them. And this is so crazy. Even if they get a lot of money, still the first thought and the first action is how to spend it and what to buy and so on. And this is this, consumer mentality that is blocking people from becoming free on all levels, from actually being happy, successful, independent, and living the life they want. So this consumer mentality is a disease, and one really has to work with it. If you want to start producing some content on Instagram, for example, if you want to build your business there, if you want to share something with the world, because I'm sure you have something to share, then make sure you also watch my video on how to build your dream business. It's a half-an-hour training, and after this video you will know what is that, what is that experience, skill, or genius in you that you can share with the world and make a business out of it. The second point, if you want to win in life and get ahead, is the giver mentality, And it's proven scientifically that people who give, they get a lot in return. Second, they are more happy people. People who give, they are more happy. Do you want to be happy or not? So of course it's good to think where to give, and who to give. But in general, this giver mentality, sharing mentality, it's a great thing. And when it comes to business, it's always good to give something before you ask anything in return. For example, when you make content for free, like on YouTube or on Instagram, for example, or other social media, there are plenty, then you're giving something for free. You are doing something, maybe it's educational, maybe it's entertaining, but you are giving something to the world for free. Or maybe you give something else, like this free training I mentioned before, which is linked in the description below. It's for free. I want to give you something so you can get a taste how it is to, learn from me, how it is to work with me, how it is to cooperate with me. Maybe you can do something together. This is the way also to get to know me better before you decide to do something more, like to, for example, you can join my program on building your dream business on Instagram, so that I can teach you step by step and guide you through this process of building your business on Instagram. And the link to this course is also in the description below. But before I give you a lot, with my free content on social media, with my free offer of this training, for example, this is the way you give. And also it's proven, also statistically, that the businesses that give a lot for free, they usually get more clients. It's natural, that the clients become clients after they consumed something for free. They have had the possibility to check the person beforehand. So this kind of a giver mentality is also a way to get ahead of many people who are not thinking about it, that it actually not even makes us happy, but also improves our business in the way that we get more clients this way. And the third thing here, which is also probably surprising for you, because people are not thinking about it when it comes to, being successful and having a great business and so on, but be compassionate and help people just because you can. Because if you want to have a great business, you need to have a great purpose. You have to have something meaningful behind your business. This way, you can not only make a great impact, but also have a great business. And most of people are not thinking about it, being really genuine, being really compassionate and helping everywhere you can. And there are very few people who can do it, because most of people are too busy with themselves and their own life. They just don't have space for others. And this way you can really stand out among many people and give people a hand when they need you. It doesn't matter if it's for free or not for free. You're just being kind to the world. You're just being compassionate, and this is really rare. And when your business has this purpose to help others, no matter if it's like paid or not paid, doesn't matter, then it's something very special and something that really is ahead of many. And also, if you are at this point in your life when you think, I had a great life, I had so many experiences, and now, I just want to enjoy it, then also consider that you share, that you help other people, because you are in the position that you can be kind, you can be compassionate, you can help others. You have a surplus, you have this gift that you can use for the benefit of others. So consider not just, enjoy your life, but also share your life and your skills and your experiences and your love to the world. And if you are at this point that you are more frustrated, you are more stuck in your life, you don't know where you're going, then also consider really subscribing to this channel, because this is the place where we learn together, where we grow together, where we become free together. I also ask you not only to subscribe to this channel, because I want to meet you again, but also to give this video a like, because it's the best way to support this channel, to give the YouTube algorithm the hint that it's something important and should be shared with others, so that the YouTube will do it. And also let me know in the comments if this video was useful for you, and if you have anything else to add, I'm sure you have. So please go ahead and share your genius in the comments. What is that quality, or what is that skill which is very important for winning in life in the way that you get ahead of yourself and many other people. But you have to get ahead of people if you want to help many people. Because people are running towards something, and if you want to help them, you have to be in front. If you are behind them, then you can't really help them. So the more people you want to help, the more you have to get ahead of them. And as long as you have this motivation to actually do something good for others, then it's a great motivation also to win in life and to get ahead of other people. No matter what you do, then is a great gift. So I will be happy to hear from you in the comments, because I think it was quite a lot of interesting points here, and I'm curious about what you think. And if you subscribe, which I hope you do, then I will see you in the next video. And meanwhile, watch some other videos on this channel, which can be very useful.